And we just got home with the new door. As you can see, the design's got an arched top window in it there. Fiberglass that looks like wood. And the color is sable brown. So that's what we'll be putting on the front of the house. Over there, TV. Didn't expect no company. Okay, we'll see if we can get her out. I think it comes out a lot easier than in.
Can you sit her down?
All right. Didn't break anything. And as you can see, it does have the deadbolt hole. Both holes are already bored in the door. So it's like we have now on the old doors, so that should work out fine. Wow, look at all the things you need to put in a door. Caulk gun, drill, fiberglass insulation, gloves, hammer, level, lock set, safety glasses, shim, square, tape measure, and screws.
Do we have all of those supplies?
We've got most of them. I think we can make it work. Yeah.
Good.
Here's the old door we'll be replacing. Nothing at all wrong with the door. It's just a little dated, and we wanted something with clear glass in it where we could see out a little better. And we have this storm door. It's a full view, nice door with a screen. This storm door has hidden screws. And what that means is the screws are behind this cover running up through here. And you just pull that cover off and you can see the screws. Then of course there's some over here on the hinge side too that we'll have to take out. There's a cover off of the one side. And you can see there's screws in behind it there. There's nest in both of them. Okay. Just sit over here. Taking the trim off on the inside. You know, I'm going to try to save the trim where we can reuse it.
When the door was attached, these pins were, of course, holding the hinges in there. And he used a punch to drive it up a bit, and then a hammer to help keep driving it until it came free.
Alright, utility knife. So I'm going to just score on the outside of the trim. Just kind of break that caulk a little bit.
few nails along the way.
It has regular finish nails, so I didn't use an air nailer when I put it back.
Did you even have an air nailer? Maybe then?
Must not. I don't guess I did, or I would have used it.
$19.85 wallpaper that was bought from, was it the Sears or the JCPenney catalog?
I don't know.
It was one of them. And I love the wallpaper still.
Well, I'm just scraping off the caulk that was between the trim and the door edge, like that.
With a putty knife?
Just use a putty knife. Yeah. So, we'll probably try to sell this old door, and that way there won't be any caulk in the way when you put your trim up and you rehang it. And the last thing we done is took the rosettes down. Usually, there's one or two screws that's longer than the others in each hinge. There's a longer one. Looks like that one's a different screw.
You're sticking a putty knife in there just to try to free it, or just check for any nails or screws that might be in there.
A nail right there. And I think there's one at the bottom too. I think that's what I seen down there a while ago. Yeah, right there.
Does that mean the sawzall's got to come out?
Yeah. Yep. I think that's all that's holding it. I think there's I don't believe there is.
He's already tired of the job and walking away. He's getting in his truck and he's leaving. He wants me to finish this job, and boy, we're really in trouble if that's the case.
I changed my mind.
What a relief.
These shims seem to be a little loose. This is my new nailer. Works on a battery. Okay, I guess we're ready to see if it'll fit.
Okay, he went to get that clamp.
I'm just going to put it right here and pull this door in. Like that. And we'll pop a nail in.
Behind the weather stripping.
Trying to. And that'll hold it. And the bottom looks pretty good, so I'll put a nail down here. And then we'll put the door on and see what it looks like. Okay. First we'll take the plank off and fill. Alright, just lift it to this bottom hinge. Threshold's way too high.
The threshold was too high, so you screwed it down? Is that what?
Yeah, those are adjustments. You loosen them and it raises the threshold. You tighten them, it lowers it. So, let's see if that helped. Oh yeah. Still a little tight, but it's getting better. Weather stripping is lapping over good.
Yes.
Notice when we shut the door, we had a little wider gap right here in the middle. Not much, but just some. So you see if I pull that shim out, see the difference between there and the bottom. See it gets wider. So I'm going to put this shim right here. And it looks pretty good up and down. So we'll nail that. Just cut it off. And I'll probably put another one down here, right in there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, now a couple of screws to put on this side. Let's check it one more time. Sure. Okay, I'm going to put a couple of screws in the jamb here. And in behind the gasket. You don't see it.
Does it shut?
Yeah. Well, we were going to use the old handle lock and the deadbolt, on the new door. It won't work. The new door is 2 3/4 inches from the edge of the door to the center of the lock set hole. Same with the deadbolt, 2 3/4 inches. And our old knob set was like the 2 1/4, which was, I think was pretty standard for years. So Rita had to run to town and buy a new 2 3/4 lock set. This is all that come with it. This is just a conventional knobs for the, well, they're actually levers to open the door. No lock on that, just levers to open and close. And this is a keypad. Also has a key if you don't want to use a keypad for the deadbolt. So a lot of screws and things that come with this. So I'm going to read the directions before I start. Make sure that I know what I'm doing. Okay, first thing we do is drop the striker plate. Next thing we do is pick it up.
That's an outtake.
And we put it right there.
Striker plate.
Seems to fit pretty good. It's not moving much, so we're just going to go with that. And it'll move a little. First thing we do is put the latch in. It goes in the bottom hole. And this is 2 3/4 spacing. That's 2 3/8. You just pull it out. That should be, looks to be kind of in the center of that hole. We shall see here in just a minute. Nope, we'll have to chisel. The door has to be chiseled where this mechanism fits, right around here. Because it's, that square hole should be in the center of this hole that's cut in the door. And as you can see, it's not. So it's not enough to, see, it won't go in. It'll try, but it will not go in, and it's got to be centered. So it has to move over about that much. So that means we got to mark this and chisel the door back where this will be recessed, where it'll set back in the door. Okay, we'll see if it's shut.
Give it a shot.
Chisel the door for the deadbolt, and it's clearing, so okay. So now we're going to put the keypad and the deadbolt on the inside, and it says top this side towards door, so it goes like that, and the connector goes there, and we got a screw. I think that'll work. Circuit control wire to the connector. Smooth side faces out. Yep. Keypad doesn't respond. Flip the connector over. Insert batteries and test your lock. Okay. It's a very solid feeling. Feel that.
Yeah. But it's an external, or it's a external type door handle.
Reminds me of a motel door. Lock on there.
We had the deadbolt on the other door.
Yeah, I mean just a big
The
square
big
one.
fancy
Yeah.
box thing, not just a little bolt.
Yeah, that's what that screw is for. So when we opened this, it only had one screw in this that fastened the outer part to that metal plate, where the other screw's in a bag. So they saved time at the factory by only putting one screw in that. All right, now when we put these batteries in, it's supposed to respond.
Does it say like welcome home or anything like that?
Supposed to beep or do something.
More beep beeps, and it was a green beep.
And it's lit up. And if you want to unlock, 1, 2, 3, 4, unlock.
Now push lock and see if it'll lock automatically.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ain't that cool?
Very slick.
Now see if it'll lock in the thing.
Yeah, that would be important, wouldn't it? You hit a 4-digit code. Okay, it says 4 battery, your 2 beeps. Press the lock,
Which is the bottom right button or the top button? I heard it move.
all
We're
right,
supposed
2
to push a
coats of
sequence.
white paint on that door jamb, and
Did you just tell everybody what our code was?
The factory code's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Factory code 1, 2, 3,
So
4.
we'll obviously change our tape off. Also put the molding back around the door, and I just cleaned the old molding off, reinstalled it, and caulked around it, and put a fresh coat of paint on it. So let's pull the tape off and see what it looks like. The deadbolt, you can just conventional deadbolt on the inside, and pull the masking tape off, and you can lock it there. Brick mold and the jam are pretty bright white, but that's okay. So if you want to unlock it, look new. Just started painting the jam on the new door. Took longer to tape everything up than it will to paint it probably, but